Mike, can you be respectful, at least for our guest? Thank you. And he is working on a paper?
Yeah, essentially just a project.
Okay. And it's a little unrelated to sports marketing, but it's related to business and to making it right for our community to be helping those who are less fortunate.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so just to start off, a little introduction. My name is Jordan Rear. Yes, it's Rear, just like it sounds, but I'm sorry. But it's just how it is, unfortunate. But yeah, I'm a student over at Concordia University, studying business over there. I run track. I know that a couple track guys in here, right? Anybody? All right, yeah.
Mela is a champion, actually.
Wow. Impressive. Yeah, half of you probably think I'm very uncoordinated and awful at hurdles, but for the rest of you, I probably still have a little bit of respect, so try to keep that. But yeah, I study business administration over at Concordia University, and I kind of had this idea this year of kind of a business that will help the homeless, and this idea of social entrepreneurship has really been interesting to me this year. And so I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit about that. Like she said, it doesn't exactly relate to sports marketing, but yeah, it'll relate a lot to business. And so I already hit track for the sports section, so I'll hit a little bit on marketing. But my idea is essentially that there's a large problem of homelessness in Portland. I come from a very small town, and so when I came up here, I was really just shocked by the sheer amount of homeless individuals there was in Portland. I think the last estimate was that there was just under 3,000, and to me this seemed like a huge number and something that definitely needed to be addressed. And I'm sure you guys are more used to it, but yeah, to me it like really shocked me. And so I kind of saw it as just definitely a problem. And a lot of the reactions to people who want to help the homeless is to give charity and give free food or free shelter and give them a place to stay for the night. But while this definitely helps and is very needed, it also can be, just prolonging the problem rather than fixing it. And so I have the idea to create a business that just gives jobs to the homeless and helps them actually get out of that lifestyle in the first place. And so, yeah, that's the essentially idea of it. And the reason that it's needed is just because being in the homeless community, it's very hard to get out of it just because you don't have phones, you don't have transportation, and you don't have references for a future job. All things that are going to be really needed. But yeah, since you can't get those, a lot of them are just stuck in that rut. And so this business is very needed. I kind of had the idea of calling it Rod and Reel, which goes off the idea of, a little bit cliche, but that if you give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, you'll feed him for a lifetime. And so that's essentially the idea, is that we're going to be teaching these individuals to get off the street and actually providing for themselves. And now, while this business is very needed, there's also a lot of reasons why it hasn't been done, a lot and isn't really important right now. And so, one of those is that there's a large problem with the mental and physical handicaps in the culture of homelessness. I think that 30% of them have mental handicaps and 15% have physical handicaps. And so this creates a large problem when you're talking about customer service, because customer service is a huge part of, of marketing and of business. Is you have to be able to create a great customer package to offer people. And when you have to worry about mental or physical handicaps, this can, really hurt that customer service. And so a good example of a business that kind of gets around this is Goodwill. I don't know how many of you are thrift shoppers or just listen to Macklemore daily, but anyway, but but yeah, Goodwill is one that really provides opportunities for people with handicaps, and they're able to really actually use that to market their product, because they advertise that they help these individuals, that do have problems, and so that makes it so that people are actually more willing to buy their product. And so I think that that's something that we can do here. And while we'll create increased opportunity for these individuals, the work ethic is going to have to be there. They're going to have to really want to be able to buy into this idea of getting out of homelessness. And another problem is just that we're going to have to create a lot of demand for our product, because if you just are able to pay the minimum wage, then a lot of people are going to be able, when it comes to after transportation and food and housing, they're going to actually be able to make more on the street. And so, in marketing, I'm sure you guys talk a lot about just meeting demand, but that's going to be a huge part of it, is being able to meet the demand that people provide. And, and so essentially we're going to be really good at our business if we're just going to be able to, provide the opportunity and the jobs that, that are going to want. The whole goal of the business is going to be. And that's a larger kind of economic problem, but yeah, so while there's a lot of setbacks to this type of business, I just think there's a large opportunity. This is kind of where the marketing side comes in. Got the track sports, and now we'll hit the marketing a little bit, but yeah, so people in Portland are very receptive to this idea of a social entrepreneurship. People, let's see, do we have any Tom's wearers? Yeah?
Oh,
yeah.
my name's Tom.
Oh, name's close enough, name's Tom. But yeah, I mean, walking downtown you can see that every third person probably is going to have wearing Toms, because they're a shoe that, you're able to, maybe?
At my house.
Okay, close enough. But yeah, people in Portland really like this idea of being able to buy a product, but then also to help someone out in need. And so this is something that we could be very, here, I'll answer questions at the end, that's all right.
It kind of relates to Tom's.
Shut up, bro.
Oh, you're good, I'll do it at the end. And so, yeah, people in Portland really like this idea. And I think that it also solves the problem of, what's my money going towards? If you give a 20 to someone who's homeless, there's always, you don't know if that's going towards something that's actually going to be detrimental to them rather than helping them. And so this is giving them a job and a place to really get that satisfaction in their life and really be happy with what they're doing and where they're going. And that's, a large part of it is just the mental aspect of how it's helping. And so essentially this just makes the product very marketable for people and makes it so it's a possibility of success. And now this isn't a real business right now, and I'm not going to be starting this in the next couple of years, but it's something that could happen in the future, and it's something that I myself am very passionate about doing. And so I guess the main things I want to, at least you guys, to get out of it is, first just this idea of entrepreneurship and finding really what you want to do. Because in business, I mean, I'm sure, I don't know if you guys are all planning on going into business or not, but business is a really easy job that you have so many opportunities to make a lot of money, or you have so many opportunities to do a wide variety of things. But one of the most important things I've found is just really being able to pursue what you want to do. Being able to pursue what you want to do and loving that at the end of the day. And so for me, it's this idea of, helping others and giving back. And for you, it might be something completely different. But, if this is something that you want to do, I think that there is such an opportunity for you guys to, make a difference in this community and in your society, as well as make a little money for yourselves. But yeah, thank you guys for your time. You guys have any questions? Let me shut this off and then I'll get the questions you guys have.